as developers, we tend to write our function in the following way. Like let's say, for example, I have an add function that takes in 2 parameters and returns its result. We would write something like this. Let me just console log this by passing in 2 arguments just to prove that this function is working. And as you all can see in the console, we get the desired result. Now this is working perfectly fine. But remember, there is another way of writing functions in a more functional way, and that is called as currying. Okay, so instead of passing both these parameters together over here, what we would do is pass one parameter at a time. So we would do something like this. Okay, now we would, instead of returning the result, we would return another function that takes in the second parameter, which is b in this case, and that would return the sum of a and b. Okay, and one thing to keep in mind is if you try to call this function in this way, like we did for the previous function, it won't give you the expected result. Okay, as you can see in the console, because we are taking one argument at a time. Okay, so the way we would call this particular curried function would be by passing in parameters in this particular fashion. And as you all can see, this gives us the desired result. Now, remember, currying can be useful when you want to reuse a function with some preset arguments, but at the end of the day, it is just a personal choice. You don't always need to use currying. And to be honest, most of the code that you will see isn't written this way. Okay, so currying is just a tool in your toolkit. It is not mandatory. It is just a functional approach for certain scenarios.